Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost.
I was ordained in 1940, but I was in the ministry long before that. I was saved in 1925, and I started preaching as soon as I considered myself an atheist, but I was only 18 years old. My brother-in-law took me aside and instilled agnosticism into my mind, and I thought, well, I'll go in one worse. I'll be an atheist. And I didn't have any time for God or the Bible or anything else. The fact of the matter is, I didn't know anything about it. And then when Audi came into the community, there were no church services of any kind in that area. And he came up there, and he had been in Kentucky, and he'd start out his service telling about Kentucky, and then he'd switch over and preach the gospel. And so he'd been there probably a week or so, and I knew he was there, but I didn't impress me. Ern Goebel started talking to me, and he said, you ought to go out and hear that fellow. He talks about Kentucky, and it's real interesting. Well, I said, I would like to hear about Kentucky. I'm not interested in his other lingo that he's got, but I'd kind of like to listen if he tells stories about Kentucky. And so it was Sunday morning coming up, and I told my mother and my sister that was living with me about it, and well, they said, let's go. So I went with them, and the thing is that he didn't impress them at all, but he did impress me. I went back again that same night. I went every night from that time on, but I got on my knees that first night, and I said, God, if there be a God, reveal yourself to me. I do want to know. And after about four days, there was no longer any question about the reality of God, the Bible, but I was afraid I was such a big sinner that God couldn't forgive me. And Audie would give an altar call every night, but I never went forward. Finally, one day, I think it was probably about Thursday evening, when he gave the altar call, I stood up and told people that I had accepted Christ. And that was quite revolutionary. There was nobody else in that community that even professed to be a Christian. So, yeah, he stayed there about possibly another week, probably longer than that. And he decided, I went over and talked to my neighbor, his wife, and they were very interested. So I had the preacher go over, and he led them to the Lord. And then he decided that he wanted to start a Sunday school prayer meeting. He put me in charge of everything. I didn't know one book of the Bible from the other. I was totally ignorant as far as spiritual things were concerned. Furthermore, I had a problem with my speech, but I went ahead and accepted the position. The first time that I was to officiate at the Sunday school, he invited an evangelist to come and speak to us that morning. The evangelist happened to be up there just resting, and so you can imagine how frustrating that was for me to get up and try to teach at Sunday school and that strange preacher there. But I did the best I could, and then during that service, 17 people accepted Christ as their Savior, and most of them continued to live for the Lord from that time on. That was the beginning of the Door Lake revival. For the next 2 years, God moved, and whenever a preacher came through the area, we'd have him and get him to come and preach to us. But if they didn't have any preacher, I'd get up and bring a message. Looking back on it, I'm amazed that those people would come out and listen to me and try to stammer out a message. But no, the Lord was there. We had almost a continuous revival. If somebody wasn't saved in our Sunday school or in our young people's meeting, we get on our knees, search out our hearts before the Lord, find out what was wrong. After 2 years, we decided to organize. Brother Adi, he had been gone a good share of the time, and Brownell had come in and had tent meetings during the summer months, and the scores of people had accepted Christ. He was just an old lumberjack, but he could preach the gospel, and a lot of people were converted.